But Trey, give me a beatbox.
Cool.
Hey, how y'all doing, guys? I can do it now. Yeah. Now I am ill, out of control. Trying to press this Facebook, only if I can't understand what this face hook. Only if I gotta break it. Out of droll, but now you know what I'm doing and I gotta droll. Ha ha. You call me a hustler, but now I rap it. Did you understand what I'm doing? I got captions. Only if I can't make it down my satisfaction. Better when the people wanna rap, man, I'm wapping. And then I know that I'm never hearing the beat slap. If I can't exhale, breathe, I gotta feel that. Oh, no, what's my flow for? If I gotta say that I will knock down your door. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4. I will look cool only if some more. And I got to rap it forever. I let it go. Hey, Mark, you want to rap? You can do it right now, bro.
Woo! All right, here we go. Welcome to the show. I guess we hear the flow. We can't just grow because we know we flow like the wind. Yeah, Jason and Trey, I see the way. We can't just play like this. And where'd the beat go? Am I gonna miss a thing? Oh damn, here it is. We bring our voice, we sing, rejoice. We got the chance to just find that divine dance, that romance. I'm just seeing faces in the car. Oh man, we're gonna go so far towards the north star of infinite possibility. We're really free flowing with agility. Ah, goddamn, I'm rap fam, and oh man, here we go.
All right. Well, there you go. I add a little extra time. Now it's time for the. Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows to you, flows to you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows to you, flows to you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows to you, flows to you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows to you, flows to you.
Dude, so I had to let him go because he just was feeling himself. He only had 7 seconds, and I felt like that wasn't fair. So that was a little bit of weird intro, but I felt like it was going fine. So
No, that's why you're the co-host, man. You're a professional.
but
You know,
I just
you know how
didn't
to
know
make
what
it
to
work.
play on the screen while he was still going because obviously the intro cuts out. So we're like,
Yeah, no, that's fair. I was like, I wasn't sure what to do either, so it made me laugh.
Mark was feeling himself.
Yeah, he was having a good old time.
Well, first off, so we can kick it off, how is everyone's headline of the week?
Well, I'll start. Hopefully, I'll have enough time to get what I want to get. But I'll say I had a carbon monoxide attack.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I was able to jump between 2 states in a matter of 2 seconds. That is my headline.
I saw Harry Mack live a few days ago, and it was mind blowing. So
Destroys-
inspiring.
destroys everything. We don't even want to talk about ours now. Jason, you need a second? You want me to talk about mine or?
Yeah, talk about yours. Would
Mark,
you like
you
me to
can
show
go
a
last.
video
You
of
have
that
the most
situation,
time.
Trey?
What?
Would you like me to show a video of that situation?
Sure.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's why I asked. So
Okay, 1 sec.
all right.
That was terrible. I sneezed. Anyway, so I got to go to Gulf Shores, Alabama with my family.
Okay.
I'm not hearing you.
Yeah.
It's muted, I think. Or I'm not hearing you.
Have I
I
been
think Trey.
muted?
Yes, Trey.
How long?
10 seconds.
Okay, cool. So anyway,
You said in North Shores.
you're good. Gulf Shores, Alabama. I went down there and I went with my family. We went camping. It was really cool. The campsite was amazing. We went to down to the beach a couple times. And what's crazy about Alabama, when I didn't know this because I don't really go to Alabama ever. Florida and Alabama, the very bottom end of Alabama touches Florida. and so that's where they get their saltwater and beaches and all that stuff. And so what's really cool is there's a little railroad that divides Florida and Alabama. And so we just got to kind of like drive across there saying, you know, haha, we're in Alabama and now we're in Florida. And so we got to eat ice cream out there. But it was overall an amazing time. There was a ton of like frogs all over the place. I'm a huge animal person, so I got to see that. There was obviously a lot of ocean, and I got knocked over by a ton of waves. Yeah, they were like massive waves. And we got to eat at a lot of restaurants. There was one of them we ate at was Lulu's. It's Jimmy Buffett's sister's restaurant. So I don't know if you know who Jimmy Buffett is. Feel free to do your own research. But that is my headline of the week, and I'm going to move on to Jason, or if he's not ready.
I should be ready. I'm just looking for it right now. 1 second.
Okay. Mark, you can go last because we want to hear about your story more.
Mine is pretty funny though. And I have a video, so I'm just looking for it right now. It's under.
So for the sake of time, do you want Mark to
I got
go?
it. It's ready to go. Send all your. Okay, so, can y'all? Did you hear that, Trey? Right
Yes.
then. Okay. So last week during the live show, I was talking, and I have a voice mod, and I've been trying my hardest to make it sound like Trey. But what I didn't know is I clicked on the wrong button. Now here's the thing: I have no monitor in my ear because it's a little delayed, so it really messes me up. So I mute it so it doesn't mess me up. But so at this point, I have no idea that these sound effects are actually happening. And this is happening live on our show. I'm trying to say a passionate speech about how Trey Jaime is very excited about this amazing opportunity, and it's not coming off well. And so here's an actual live interpretation of what actually happened with sound and all. Enjoy, everybody.
Trigger finger.
Send all your new stuff to. So you now have a keep that will buy every single thing. And I know you see his side there. Yourself a new person to just
What
make
in
comics
the
for us. That's
world?
great. Oh.
What in the world?
You are muted. You're not muted.
He's so
Me?
confused. He's like,
So, Patrick, make sure there's no carbon monoxide detector on it.
oh my god, dude, that is golden.
So I didn't know this until I was editing the video yesterday.
Oh my gosh, Jason. So it was a mistake, obviously.
Yeah, but it's on all of our things. So somebody's watching the full show, they're seeing this happen, and I have no idea that it happened. I just assumed that it was the normal mic thing not messing up, and so that's why.
Clueless to what they were saying.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't even hear.
You're like,
I didn't even
okay,
hear the
sure.
carbon monoxide joke because I was focused on my mute on the getting the mic working.
Oh my god, dude. All right, well, that is hilarious. I'm sorry that happened, but now you have entertainment gold. So
Yeah, so that's
want to hear. Oh, go ahead. What'd you say?
I'm actually adding that to our TikTok here for the next few
Phenomenal.
minutes. So
Mark, you said Harry Mack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, please tell us about your headline.
Oh, dude, it's so incredible. I just felt so inspired during and after the show. He's got a real, like a true level of mastery over this art form. And yeah, I came out of it like wanting to devote more of my time and attention to the path of freestyle rap and self-expression in that way. So really moving experience. I went with a bunch of friends and we hung out and had a cypher after, and it's just overall
Dude,
profound.
What? So okay, so like you said, you went to the show. Was it like? Tell me more about that. Like, what do you mean? I mean, was he just performing? Like,
He just performed. He did like a whole set, mostly freestyle. He did like maybe 2 or 3 songs that he had written, but everything else was just improvised the whole way through.
like, give me some words.
People. Sorry.
Like he just said, "Hey, audience, give me some words."
Yeah. He took one of my friends and some other people up on stage to like give him words and a bunch of other like stuff. But yeah, really incredible.
So what's super cool is For those of you who don't know who Harry Mack is, I would say he's easily one of the best freestyle rappers ever to live, outside of Jason, of course. But Harry Mack is one of the coolest guys because he's huge on. He got huge on Omegle, and he just like would have people pop in and said, "Hey, I just need 3 words," and he would do these like almost 10-minute sessions of just straight freestyling off the dome, and he never messed up. I don't know how he did it, but the fact that you got to meet him and you guys got to rap together at the end.
No. It's just with some friends with the cipher. But I'm holding that in my bucket
super
list.
cool.
I'm
It's still super cool, man. Dude, not many people can say they met Harry Mack. That's so cool, man.
Well, actually, that's not actually true. But the amount of Omegle videos that he's done, there's a lot of people that can say they met him. But yeah, in real life.
But did they though? I mean,
Yeah, you're
sure,
right. You're right.
But like, I mean,
yeah,
Mark
I
got
laugh
to
because
see
like
him.
if I ever got famous, people would remember all the random times I rapped for them because I've rapped for millions of people, just
Sure.
randomly getting. But it's just funny now. They're like, "Oh yeah, no, I remember that. I remember when you ordered your Chipotle rapping, or I remember when you, talked about lollipop,
Got free food and
yeah,
free food
yeah.
and
But no,
tons of
that's
discounts.
so dope, dude. Harry Mack is awesome. I said earlier this year I got to go to Freestyle Love Supreme.
Mhm.
You know what that is, Mark?
No, what is it?
It's a freestyle comedy show, which Lin-Manuel Miranda helped produce in New York, and then they actually did a Broadway show, and then that won awards, and then that whole team went on a national tour, and so they do like a full they're like a freestyle rap, but then they're like a freestyle rap improv comedy team. So then they do full acting scenes, but like they're full music videos, and it is amazing. So
Wow.
add that to your Hip Hop Love Supreme.
I'm gonna write this down right now.
Yeah, no, they're amazing. They were in San Antonio last year, and it was awesome. I almost actually got to rap with them, but I let my own insecurities get in the way. So because they actually asked me, because I knew to wait to the end, and they asked me how my day was, and they were going to write a song about my day. But instead of telling them what my actual day was, I made up one. Instead of just saying that I spent all day working on TikToks with my kid where I was freestyle rapping, I just didn't want to be like, hey, this is what I do. But I should have. I should have just told them what I did. Instead, I was like, oh, I was chasing my kid around and her diaper fell off. And they were like, that's not funny enough. We're going to somebody else. And I'm just sitting there going, oh, I should have just been honest. So, anyways, Harry Mack, that's dope. Did he perform in Austin?
Yeah, he performed in Austin.
Oh, that's cool. Was he at like
super cool, man.
a club, or was it like a music spot? Or was it?
It was at, I think, Emo's Austin is the name of the venue.
Yeah, I've been to emos before. Oh, that's cool. So it was an actual concert feel.
Yeah, it was a concert. There were like 300 people there. So,
oh, dude, I would love to. I mean, I said I've done lots of those, but it'd be nice just to have people pay just to see me freestyle. That'd be
Dude,
cool.
300 people just to see freestyle rap. That's actually kind of an insane amount of people.
Well, no, I've had lots of them, but I always trick. They don't know that I'm there. I'm just the opener guy. So they're not coming to see me.
Mark, that is a super cool story, man. I actually would love to hear more about that, but we are going to move right along, and it's actually one of my favorite parts of the show. Are you ready, Scout?
Yes. Oh,
Are
am
you
I
ready,
doing it?
Mark? No,
Am I doing the thing? Did you do the other one? I don't even know.
Yes, I did.
Oh, cool.
I'm
I'm ready.
Mark is ready.
I'm ready.
Because it is now time for a quiz. And I hope you guys did your homework, because I sent both of you really lengthy emails in preparation for what is going to happen today. Mark, you got that right?
No.
Oh, dude, this is the part where you're supposed to play it up, because I obviously didn't send anything. Just I think Mark was like,
Uh-oh.
Wait,
what should I tell him? Should I tell him?
I'll just freestyle it. I'll make it up.
Perfect. But today's quiz is actually about my favorite subject, because it's very easy to implement: random facts about life. And this is about this is going to be a true or false quiz. So you guys will both get ample time to answer any and all questions I have. Whoever has the most correct by the end of the quiz will win. And what you win, you might ask, is this nice little NFT, and it is of Jaime, one of our friends, and I guess he's a co-host. He's not a co-host, but he can be at times. But he's one of our friends, and we tried to develop this NFT for people that won the quiz, because I kept talking about it and it never was a thing. But anyway, let's get right into it.
It's still not really a thing. We still haven't actually sent it out as an
I mean, I know,
NFT,
but we can now.
but it's
We
a
have
funny
that ability.
bit. Yes.
All right, let's get into it.
All right.
True or false? Mark, you're going to go first because you are our guest. And I'm going to try to run right through this so we can talk to you more.
Cool.
It's illegal to feed pigeons on the sidewalks and streets of San Francisco. True or false?
False.
Okay.
That's true.
Jason, true?
True.
Okay, here's the tough part. It is illegal to feed pigeons on the sidewalks and streets of San Francisco.
Wow.
So Jason actually got the first question right for once in a long
You're going
time.
down, Mark.
But don't fret. The quiz is a couple questions away from being over, so you have a little bit of time. Jason, true or false? There was an astronaut that was allergic to moon dust.
True.
Okay. Mark, same question. There was an astronaut that was allergic to the moon.
False. True.
Oh, you said true? Oh, congrats. Okay, cool. It is true. Jason, you were right on the money. Mark, you did a great job. You said true, right? So there was somebody who was a tremendous allergy problem. During the Apollo 17 mission, astronaut Harrison Schmitt found out that he had a severe reaction to moon dust. So there is that. Interesting fact for the day. Mark, true or false? There's actually in existence a toilet museum.
True.
Okay. Jason, same question.
False.
Now here's the tough part. It's true.
Ah,
And it's in New Delhi. And it's the I'm going to butcher this name. It's the Sulabh International Museum of Toilets. And it features a rare collection that details the historic evolution of toilets from 2500 BC all the way up to present day. I would actually love to go to that museum. I think that would be an amazing time. Anyway, we're going to move on. Next question. Second to last question.
All right, I'm ready.
So it's anybody's game. Jason, Q is the only letter that doesn't appear in any U.S. state. True or false? Like the state name.
False.
Okay. Mark, same question.
It's the only letter that does not appear in any U.S. state.
Yes. Like the name of the state.
Oh, dang it!
True.
Oh, okay. True. Congrats. That is true. Q is actually the only letter that does not appear in any U.S. state name. I know that was a random fact that no one knew here.
X?
Well, I was saying
What?
X. I
Does
don't know. I'd
X-
have to look that up. Is there X?
Oh, X is in Texas.
There.
V?
Oh my gosh! Jason, you should know this.
Yeah, well, no, I was the same idea with V. I was like, oh, there's no V. And then I'm like, oh, Las Vegas. How about Z?
New
Arizona?
Jersey with an S.
Oh, Arizona.
Perfect.
Yep.
And
There
this
you
is
go.
why we have him on the show. All right. Now, this is the coup de grace. This is anyone's game. Winner takes all. True or false? Viking men wore makeup.
Okay, Olaf, we don't need you to keep on reminding me that I was wrong over and over again.
Jason, true or false?
Tross.
You either say true or false.
Oh, I mean, you're gonna change the definition, so I'm gonna say true.
Okay. Mark, true or false?
True.
Okay, so now here's the thing. This is actually very tough for me. but since first is the worst and second is the best.
Oh,
Mark wins
come
the
on!
quiz. That's the wrong sound bit. It was actually the opposite of what I wanted to play. Congratulations, Mark. You win the quiz. Jason, I don't know if you had more right or you had more right, but the thing is, he wins, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You win our nice, brand spanking new Jaime NFT. Congratulations. It's worth
And
millions in
actually-
the black market. I mean, the NFT market. And it's available for free because you won the quiz. So congrats on that. I'm going to get to the comments really quick, and so we can get on to the show. Olaf Slayer is saying this was fantastic. He's talking about your farting montage in the last episode. He said, I hurt from my side laughing. And it says, fart sounds are the new cussing sensor. And then he said New Mexico and Texas for X, Jason. And then he said North Carolina for something. I don't know. It was something other. All right, phenomenal. So, Jason, why is Mark on the show today? I really want to know.
Well, when I asked Mark what we could do for a better year, he said he'd give me a really good definition, but I couldn't actually fit it in the thing. So this is the best I could do with it. So a life of truth and alignment. Live a life of truth and alignment, uncomfortable or not.
Ooh, okay.
Why?
I like
Why,
that.
Mark, do we need to live life of truth and alignment, even though it might be uncomfortable or it might be nice?
Yeah, I mean, I found my own journey with this is I at points historically have kind of procrastinated on saying the difficult thing that I know I need to say, or doing the hard thing that I know I need to do to live my best life. And I find the more I make space to do that kind of inner work regularly, the more enjoyable and impactful and powerful my life is. So it's kind of a mantra I've been working with lately.
That's awesome. I think that is such a good way to focus. I think so many times we can either get by the self-doubt in our head or the belief that we are terrible. And it can allow us not to be successful or move forward. So I think it's like honest. That is very cool.
Yeah.
In that. Yeah. So for anybody to know, I actually got to meet Mark at South by Southwest, which was really cool. He had his own workshop there, which is a big deal. Like if you you don't live in if you don't live in Texas or go to South by Southwest often, you don't realize that. But having your own workshop at South by Southwest is a big deal, and it was very cool. I thought it was cool because it said a poetry workshop, and then if you read the details, which most people did not, which made me laugh, it said you'll be learning poetry using freestyle rap techniques. And so when I read that, I was like, oh yes, I'm so going to this, but not because I wanted to show off, because I wanted to see how these people at the workshop did it. And I was so glad that I went, and that's where I met Mark, and I got to go to, we'll talk more about that in a little bit, but I just wanted to mention how I met you. So
Cool.
Yeah. So how did you get into freestyle rap, Mark? You don't look like a guy. Oh, says me. You don't look like a guy that would just normally freestyle rap. How did you get into that?
Yeah. So when I was a kid, I was quite shy, and I didn't have a ton of close friends. I didn't talk very much. It's very kind of shut down in terms of voice and self-expression in that way. And then in my early 20s, I saw a guy at a party freestyle rap, and I was just so captivated by this art form that I decided I wanted to learn it. So I kind of became pretty obsessed with it and just started like watching stuff on YouTube and just doing it all the time and writing a lot of poetry. And it's just kind of evolved over the last like 9 years or so.
That's amazing.
That's awesome, man.
Have you got to do any like battles or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I did an event a couple months ago with a friend where we like performed like a freestyle rap. I don't know if it was a battle. It was more like a compliment battle, like who could talk up the other person more. I don't know the right word for that, but
it is it is a compliment battle. There's another way to say it, but I've been in those. Those are fun.
Yeah,
that is very cool. And then have you? Yeah, Trey, go for it.
I'm assuming with our topic today that it can be uncomfortable sometimes to freestyle rap, especially when you do not know the crowd or
Yeah.
what is going to come out of your head and
Yeah.
out of your mouth. What do you think about that?
Yeah, the more I've done it, the more I have become comfortable with discomfort in some way. And it's really neat to see how this art form gets expressed through me so differently depending on the social context. Like when I freestyle with just a couple of my close friends, it's such a different experience than if I'm in front of a bunch of people, a bunch of strangers. It's got such a
Sure.
different emotional tone to it. But I really love freestyling whenever and wherever I get the chance, you know?
Oh, I know. I love beatboxing, so I'm right up there with you, man.
Yeah.
I love
So-
providing the beat for people like you and Jason because I can listen and beatbox for hours if my
Mhm.
voice allows me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't have to pay attention. I can pay attention to you guys, but then obviously just like still beatbox.
Mhm.
But I love that part because I don't really have like words that come that quickly to my head so that they can, you know, I can say what I'm thinking.
Trey is
I can
getting
think
better.
fast.
Throughout the years of us doing this show, he has definitely become a stronger freestyler.
Oh,
And so he
nice.
can actually do it way better than when we first met. He used to
Yeah.
have a bit where he would do like a freestyle song kind of thing, and he got really good at the end of it. So
Cool. Have you guys
That's
ever
good old.
seen have you ever heard someone do beat rhyming? You heard of this art form?
No, what is that?
please expound.
Oh my God. I met a guy at a festival many years ago in Canada where I used to live. And I was freestyling and he was like beatboxing and he's like, hey, have you ever heard of beat rhyming? Which is essentially you beatbox, but you include a lot of words. So you're it's like a spoken word piece that includes beatboxing and rapping both. And it's mind blowing. I looked online. It's actually like hard to find people that do this. But I met this guy and he did a whole song and he carried the beat himself with beatboxing and then he rapped words into it. Really incredible
So
art.
kind of like how you would see beatboxers singing, but also beatboxing at the same time.
Singing, you can like throat sing and then saying words and then beatboxing all at the same time.
So like,
Go
I
for it.
parked my car in the Harvard yard, or like something like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, something like that.
okay,
Yeah.
interesting, dude. I'd love to see that.
Yeah,
like
or just make it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, or just
I
do
know
it yourself.
Rozelle
Yeah.
is amazing at both of. Well, he's more of a. I guess he can rap. He's more of a beatbox / singer and can sound amazing doing both at the same time. And it's there's almost no like separation. It sounds
Yeah.
amazing. So I'm like totally down to hear what this is about and
Nice.
see,
It
what,
is.
see what it is.
It's called an encouragement battle. Now that I remember, sorry.
Mhm.
And the
Encouragement
compliment battle is
battle.
called an encouragement battle. Yeah, it's
Interesting.
like a Christian battle thing. It's fun.
Yeah.
Huh.
I've seen those like that. So that is so cool. Like I've never heard of beat rhyming. That
That's
is
dope.
cool. Now have you ever felt like especially before you did the nonprofit, like has your freestyling ever combined with your work before?
Historically, it's been like separate. I work mostly with like people in their dating and relationship lives, doing like counseling, coaching type work. And historically, it's been like music, beatboxing, freestyling, spoken word, rap has been like a side hobby, but more and more, it's kind of integrating itself into my work and career. So I'm myself and my business partner Carlos, who I think you met at the South by workshop.
Mhm.
We're building a nonprofit called Poetry is Prayer, where we essentially teach people to freestyle rap and like, you know, sacred singing, freestyle rap workshops and courses and stuff. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely becoming more a central focus of my life.
Now, that I said that's what I got to see at South by Southwest, and I guess I have time to ask you that. How did y'all even get into South by Southwest? How did that even happen?
Carlos knows some of the organizers and he's helped a lot with South by in previous years. And
Yeah.
it magic and serendipity, I think, is how we got in.
Did you feel like? So I know when you saw your name on the thing saying that you're going to do this workshop, was your expectation? What was your expectation versus reality? At that point, once you went through, because I saw when I watched it as somebody that teaches kids and other people how to freestyle rap, I saw it as an extreme success. Just seeing all these people that had no idea that what they were getting into, and then they actually felt comfortable at the end. I was very proud as a teacher. I was very proud of y'all. I thought it was cool. But I was just wondering what your expectations were compared to the reality of what actually happened.
Yeah, thank you for that reflection. I didn't have that many expectations. Like I had no idea if there'd be 10 people or 100 or whatever in the workshop. But I think it turned out pretty well, and it felt really moving just to see people come into it feeling like, I'll just watch. I'm not going to try it today. And everyone, by the end of the workshop, everyone was freestyling. Some people were crying. It was like so heartwarming to get to be with people in that.
Wow.
Yeah, I said it seemed like it was a success for y'all, especially for the launch of the nonprofit.
Mhm.
But again, it was so cool to see. Like, I had never really considered. I mean, I as a personal person have freestyled to prayer, but I never thought of it as something to teach other people. I always thought of it just something that I always did just because it was a thing I knew how to do, But
Mhm.
I never thought to show people that skill so then they don't have to rap, but they could just do what they want, but be together with themselves at the moment. And I thought that was a really cool idea.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for me, freestyle rap has been such a deep spiritual practice, and I've encountered myself in so many profound ways through the mirror of this art form. And prayer is something that has been really useful in my life, and our project essentially teaches people to bring the two together and to hold poetry and freestyle rap as a practice of prayer to help clarify and uplift your dreams and goals in life. And I find it's just so much more fun and effective when I can pray in that format.
No,
That's
that is
awesome, man.
now that does make me sad. For the purpose that you have such a better example of why you started freestyle rapping. Here's the truth: is the reason I started freestyle rapping is because I couldn't remember my words for my rap songs.
Wow.
And so I would be on stage and I'd be like, well, they don't know my songs. So I would just start doing it. And I got really good at making it look like I was doing my songs, but I never did my own songs because I couldn't remember the lyrics. But then I
Yeah.
got really good at freestyling. And so then I started performing it more efficiently. Yours is like, oh, I was inspired and I make it prayer. I was just, nah, I just didn't know how to rap. I just couldn't remember my songs.
Yeah.
So why do you feel, Mark, that freestyle rapping, that you've discovered this, why do you feel like that can add to your life
Mm.
as living a life of truth and
Mm.
truth and alignment
Yeah, man. I
for
love
you?
that. For me, I find when I am really committed to and in the practice of integrity with speech at all times,
Ooh.
right? Only saying what's true, not omitting, not no half truths, no lies. When I am
Wow.
really dedicated to that practice, my freestyling is so much more on point. Uh, because I'm not unconsciously trying to reconcile the reality that my voice is a weapon that lies and harms people, right? So as I'm in a flow state, I can surrender more deeply to it and actually speak with more confidence and conviction. And freestyling has helped me just recognize my voice as a powerful instrument of goodwill in the world, and it's inspired me to not lie and not omit what
Wow.
is most deeply true and honest. Um, Really humbling and challenging practice, but it feels so well worth it. And to get to be a channel for like beauty in my speech feels like I can think of nothing more satisfying than that feeling for myself.
Dude, that's an amazing response because I feel like words have a lot of power.
Hmm.
And I mean, judges have the final say when they hit the gavel. This is what your sentence is, or you're acquitted.
Yeah.
I feel like um, in any place, any person of power or whatever, their words mean something. And I feel like even when someone's freestyle rapping in a cipher, there's
Hmm.
power in that circle because everyone is attentively listening to what you're saying. And
Hmm.
so if you're speaking gibberish, yes, people are going to hear that, but that's not very, it's like, okay, cool. Well, it's enjoyable to just be in the moment. But like, I feel like when you are actually cognizant of like what you're saying and articulating what you want to say, even if it's freestyling. I feel like there's so much power to that because it's you expressing yourself. It's like you saying, this is how I feel in this moment, or this is about me, or you just want to talk, but there's a different way of speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of that made sense, but
yeah, totally. That's really well said. I think when people are listening to music or listening to a freestyle, their minds are more malleable and influenceable, right? So if someone's really like feeling music and like really enjoying it and kind of in that like psychologically permeable open state, there's a chance to plant something in their subconscious, either a really positive, uplifting, kind message or something misogynistic and derogatory and violent. So I really feel the power and responsibility that accompanies this art form, in the sense that like I don't want to like freestyle and like plant that in someone's subconscious, some negative message or whatever.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. Well, and that being a part of so many ciphers, that is not a normal process, right? Like to think of it as truth. I mean, most of the time people are saying whatever they. Yeah, most of and Trey's been a part of this because he's been the beatboxer. But a lot of the times, even in Christian circles, it's about flossing and showing off. Like even I've been in Christian things where somebody's like, "Oh, I saved 87,000 people, did all this stuff," and it was like, dude, come on, like just be honest with yourself. Like don't like in the same idea that somebody's like, "Oh, I have millions of dollars," and we're literally in a parking lot. You don't have millions of dollars. We all know it, but it's the music that you hear.
Parking lot.
And yeah, but it's the music we hear, and we're inspired by that, and so we want to do it. But it is not normal for somebody to be inherently honest when it comes to it, and that is an amazing heart. And I said I never really considered, but I've always been that way. Like I don't want to be fake in anything I do. I want to be real in everything. And if I mess up, I mess up. You know what I'm saying? Like but yeah, that's an amazing intent to have. That I'm gonna use it as a positive gift, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think of it that way sometimes, and you know that's an awesome thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is cool. Have you heard different definitions of freestyle?
No,
last year this thing on this podcast went really viral for making a freestyle, and I actually met them at ACL, and but it was cool because what it wasn't an actual off the top freestyle. What it was is a freestyle, which is most people use this as the definition, is it doesn't have a conformed rhymes pattern or topic. And because of that, it's a freestyle. So it doesn't need to be off the top. And a lot of people, like even when you do battle raps, in most of those situations, battle raps are pre-written. They're not actual off the top, off the dome freestyles. And actually it's becoming more and more. I mean, you see people like Harry Mack and stuff like that where you see it's wow, that's amazing, but that's not the normal when it comes to freestyles. And so I saw that, and now I'm understanding that definition because I always thought that a freestyle is a freestyle, but then I realized now that no, there's many different definitions of it. But that off the top freestyle is a new thing, is a slowly dying to the definition.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And you have to say like this off the top freestyle compared to this is just a written freestyle that I wrote, which is what people are using as the definition now, which is crazy. Like if you see on TikTok or something that's a freestyle, a lot of those times are freestyling are written songs. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Olaf Slayer's popping in saying you guys need to do a freestyle duet.
Oh,
I don't know what that would look like, but that probably is going to happen at the end of the show. And then he's also saying he's talking about beat rhyming. He says another way for Trey to solo this podcast is beat rhyming.
Yeah.
And then we have our first Twitch emojis. So that's a first for me because I think I've had a Twitch stream before, but I don't think I did anything with it. So that's pretty cool. Anyway,
that's fun.
But yeah, man, Mark, go ahead, Jason.
So, So, y'all did y'all's first retreat here at the beginning of April, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did that go? And what did that look like?
Oh, it was great. We had 12 people. We did like an overnight freestyle rap mystical music jam. So we did
you had a freestyle overnight camp, Trey. It was a freestyle overnight camp.
So good. Yeah, we had people come and we did like a workshop, introduce this practice, this art form for the first couple hours, and then we just had an opened music jam afterwards, and a bunch of musicians, a bunch of people freestyling, and then folks like slept overnight at the venue and kind of did an integration circle the next day. But really moving. We're going to do another one this summer, probably for 2 whole days to kind of go deeper into this work. But
That's awesome. And did you see? Did you really see the change that you were looking for when it came to that?
yeah, it was amazing. We had some people that were very new to freestyling and some people that had more experience. But it was really cool to see people just open up over the longer time period of playing and exploring together and kind of go deeper into it.
That's amazing. And we could talk about this forever, but I imagine that you would like to do some freestyle rapping with
Sure.
Trey. And we only have a few more minutes left before he has to go. So
Yeah.
is there anything else that you want to mention? Or this is also the time for you to plug any way for people to find you, get a hold of your stuff. As I said, but I think what y'all are doing is amazing. And I said, as somebody that's been doing this my whole life, I never really considered what y'all are doing. And I think it's really cool.
Oh, thank you so much, brother. Yeah, if anyone's interested, poetryasprayer.life is our website. You can reach out to me there or
Wow.
whatever. We host like regular ciphers and retreats and stuff here in Austin, and probably online and elsewhere eventually. So, yeah.
That's amazing. And
Now,
very,
Jason,
very cool.
You guys
Yes.
can continue the show. I just at a certain point I might dip
Oh.
out. So
I totally understand, but the freestyle rap doesn't work without you. I
Correct.
mean, I have the
I know.
beats,
I'm just letting
so
you
this is why. Oh, we're good. It sounds like he's good with moving on, so that's why I brought it up. So, all right. Well, I guess it's time now. Would you like, Mark? Would you like to do like a cipher situation where we do 4-4,
Sure.
where you do 4, I do 4, or we just do a verse, and go? What would
do 4-4. I would say
4-4?
I'm saying that just for the sake of like fluidity.
Yeah.
Not because then like Jason's done, Mark's up, Jason's up, Mark's up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be more smooth.
So 4-4 is really
over
fun.
a
You
live
feel
stream.
comfortable about doing that, Mark?
Yeah, sure. If you want to start us off.
Oh, of course. And now you, as the guest, you do get to, if you want to inspire Trey with the kind of beatbox or kind of BPMs you want, you can just talk to him right now and figure that out.
Slower the better, faster the better.
Medium pace, as you
Okay.
prefer, whatever feels inspired for you.
No, I mean you're the guest, bro.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, something like kind of middle pace. Yeah.
Give me a snap BPM then. Okay, perfect. I got it.
He's just
You got
showing
the
off his beatbox. I know.
I saw that. I saw
This
that.
is better than mine, dude. That's awesome.
So cool. Do you have a stage name?
I do not.
Would you like us to give you one?
You gotta have a stage name, man.
Okay. I'm open to suggestions. Yeah.
Honestly,
All right,
Mark
Trey.
B is not a bad stage name.
Yeah. No, that one's. I do like Beautiful Mark. That kind of sounds dope. No.
Thank you.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, because like you're trying to do the beauty and truth, and I think that one's cool. Or I don't know. Trey, you got another one?
Mark B is great.
All right.
I think
fine,
Mark
Trey.
B is great.
Cool.
All right.
Unless
All right.
unless you know of one somebody called you a nickname in the past, anything like that. or
Your
we can just
choice,
move
though.
on.
You'll see why in a second. It's worth
Okay.
your time.
Uh,
Do you have a name, or do you want to go with one? What do you want to do?
I like Mark B. If you could. include
Hey,
that.
let's go. Okay,
All right.
cool. So
You'll love this.
Let's get it.
Yo, it's DJ Sound Effects, Mark B, and Scout the
Trey.
Psalmist on the morrow.
Mark, let me check your. I just realized I need to check something on your mic.
Yeah, are we ready to go? What's going on here?
I want to make sure he doesn't have echo canceling on because it won't work for beatbox.
You have an echo on right now.
Oh nope, it won't. It will be fine. It's all our only option.
Cool.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Do you maybe want to do like a whole verse each?
Would you rather that?
Yeah, maybe it would be a little easier.
I'm
Okay.
turning
Yeah.
him
No,
up
I'm
just a
cool with
smidge.
fours. I'm cool with sixes, but it's definitely something practiced and not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
yes,
his
we can
echo
do verse each.
cancellation is on. You want it on?
Yeah,
correct?
keep it on. He's using his phone. I forgot. So
I would like to do it.
Oh, you use your computer, but you don't have headphones on, so it's
No,
fine. No, you're good.
Okay, cool.
So
Let's do it one more time.
Yep, go.
Yo, it's DJ Sound Effects Mark B and Scout the Psalmist on the mic. Let's get it!
Okay, we had a good time. We talked about Mark and all the cool things that he finds and he defines. He breaks it through. And we talked about my fart situation. Oh, dude. I was pretty embarrassed looking like a silly dude. Only if I couldn't make it really, dude. And now I get it gone. And then we did a quiz that I lost like always. Cause Trey is a mean son of a gun. Only if I couldn't make it for the one time. I gotta exhale and breathe. Understand that I rhyme only if I can't define. Talking about freestyle and when I'm not the guy. That's weird. I can't try. Only if I can't get it because I never spit it go. But then I'm looking back. Oh, Mark, let's hear you flow.
Oh shit, I got some flows for you. It's so true. But what are we supposed to do? Just throw it down like Mario. Got this vicious flows, and yo, we can just grow. Hit it like a crescendo with these zen flows. Breathe those innuendos. It's the end of the show, but who knows where it goes? I guess we can just compose all these hip hop flows and poetry will go to be. And I see the lights of pink and blue. I think it's true. We're on the brink of some sort of breakthrough. Break down, make a sound through us with trust. Yes, we must just make those fart sounds as it feels so profound. Yeah, I hear the sound of you beatboxing so sweet. It unlocks the thing inside of me that wants to say, hey, what a day.
Only if I know. Now I gotta breathe like this a little show. You talk about prayer as a poetry. I mean poetry as prayer. I never see, but I am standing there. Oh yeah, and it's that life. You gotta exhale, breathe, and come on, stand on the mic. Keep your truth and alignment. Go. It might be uncomfortable, but you could do it, bro. Sometimes only if I can't say. They were at South by Southwest having a great time. Hey, and I was learning stuff that I didn't even know. And he was watching Harry Mack at a radio style show. Oh, I messed that up, but that's okay. And only if I get it, you could call me Jay or Scout the Psalm. Only if I write songs and phrases out loud. Now I know that I'm amazing.
Woo. Yeah.
Thank you. Are you gonna go again, Mark?
Sure, if I can.
All right, go for it.
All right. If I may grab the mic so that we can play, we might just pray with poetry as we go to be. And yes, I see this go so sweet. I love what y'all are co-creating. So beautiful. How we're just waiting for the right moment to strike. I'm open. I might just grab on the mic, ride it like a bike. And no shit, I might take a bite like a fucking apple. So damn sweet. That beat, so crunchy. Ooh, so crunchy and smooth. I hear it. It has my soul groove, lose control and move to the beat, to the rhythm, living to give them as much as we can and follow the plan because somehow we can understand. I see the white thing in your hand. It looks like a little ball we could throw against the wall. See if we can just take a trust fall into the abyss and know that only this universe will catch us in the verse. As it catches up, not rehearsed, I might just burst with emotion. The emotion moves like locomotion beneath that nauseous notion. I know we can just do what we set our minds to. I find you guys so damn fucking great.
Woo! There you go, Mark. That was amazing, dude.
Ooh.
I think you're the first person I ever let freestyle twice on the show.
Oh, thank you guys. That's so great to play with you.
That was awesome, man.
I said,
Those are great freestyles.
I loved when we were at the South by Southwest thing. He ends with like a full freestyle, and as a rapper, that was rough. I was like sitting there going, "This is his show. Stop it! Don't you try to barge in on him. You let him do his thing." But I was like, "But that's always going to be a thing." Like when I was watching freestyle, I bet you were doing the same thing at the Harry Mack thing.
Totally.
You just wanted the freestyle with him. And it's like
Give me the mic.
I know, yeah, and that's how I was at Hip Hop Love Supreme, and I didn't want to go at first, but once I finished it, I was in the same spot as you, like just inspired. It was like, oh, they took this thing that I love doing to a different level that I didn't consider, and I appreciate that's what y'all are doing with Poetry is Prayer, and so that's amazing. I'm so glad to be able to have you on the show and talk to you about this stuff, because I think that that's so important and fun. So, Trey, you have to get going. So, is there anything you want to say to Mark?
Yeah, Mark, thank you for being on the show, man. It was great to be able to talk to you and meet you and hear some of your freestyles, man, and some of your beatboxing. I think it's really awesome that you've got something moving in like the hip hop, just like ambiance, and I think it's really cool to just be able to like show people that music is a positive thing. It's not this negative outlet. It's not like screaming, raging, whatever. I mean, like, I know that there's a lot of like genres that honestly have like a big negative outlook, but what you're doing is so the opposite. And I think that's cool that you're teaching people that to be creative. And I think a lot of institutions and stuff really just negate creativity. And I think that's really cool that what you've got going on is improving on that, as in improving creativity, not improving anti-creativity. I'm trying to get my words out here. But thank you for being on the show, man. You've been awesome.
Oh, thanks, brother. It's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for your curiosity and your beatboxing.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Where do we go from here, Jason?
All right. Well, you have to go, right? You don't have any more minutes left?
Yeah, I have 60 seconds.
All right. Well, we could. Well, I still got to do all the stuff, so
Why
we're just gonna
doesn't
say bye.
Mark be your therapist?
Yeah, I'll have Mark do the therapy thing. That'll be
Sure.
fun. And Trey, we hope you have a great night. We'll see you next week. Hey, Trey, look for us to host. Or look for his guest. I don't have anybody yet scheduled for next week. So make sure, guys, if you're going to go check out the show, please come over anywhere. Go to flowsforyou.com and you can check it all out. Or you can come see us live at 5 p.m. CST in most situations on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Trey, anything you want to say before you bounce?
Flows for you.
That's what we do now. That's what we do.
Thanks.
This is what we do now.
Dang it, every time, Trey.
Jason. All right.
This is
I'm out, guys. Mark,
all
you've
right.
been amazing. Jason,
Yeah,
love
you
you,
too,
dude.
brother.
Keep talking, stay funny, and stay creative. Deuces.
All right. Take care.
But thank you so much again, Mark. I hope you had fun with Trey.
So fun.
We've been doing this for 3 years, and so it's so cool to have somebody that's like, because Trey is in his 20s, and to have somebody that's a younger person work with me is so cool, because it's like, I can see him doing this even better than I can later without me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, and that's the idea, like to inspire somebody else to do more than you can do. And it's been so fun to be able to do the show with him. And it's when I first started the podcast, it wasn't a freestyle podcast. It was just a regular interview podcast. But then slowly it kind of moved to that process. And it makes me happy. So it's like, even if I don't have tons of people watching, it doesn't matter, because it's something that allows me to have again, the tour with the freestyling, doing the kids stuff, even getting to do South by Southwest, all happened because of starting this podcast. So though I might not have a giant outreach, it has done its job, and I am grateful to it all the time.
Beautiful.
Because I wouldn't have all the cool opportunities I had if I didn't just say, hey, you know what, dude, it's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself and to start creating something again. Because I was getting in my 40s and feeling like, people don't want to hear me rap no more, and I had kids, and it was just like focused on that, and it's like, no, it's time to move forward and move towards music again, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome 4 years. So.
Well, I feel inspired by just what you're creating here, and it's really cool to see this. See this in action.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I said I still was embarrassed from that fart thing. I can't believe I didn't know that was happening. That's so funny. Hey, it is a comedy show. It's what happens.
Yeah.
It didn't happen today. I hope not. I hope it didn't happen. Y'all just didn't tell me. That'd be terrible if you didn't give me a heads up. Yes. Yeah. But thank you so much, guys, for listening to the show. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all those things. Again, we'll be back again next week. As we always, I am going to try to get some of these highlights up on TikTok and Facebook and all those places. If you want to help me, please hit me up. Go to our website, send me a message, say, hey, Scott, I want to help you do more marketing for the show. I want you to help do those things. And I'm willing to take anybody's help. Obviously, I'm not going to pay you $10,000 if you're a crazy scam dude. So no. But in general, if you're a fan and you want to help out, I gladly can show you how to do it. So appreciate that. And it's so cool to be able to get to do this with everybody. Again, if you're listening to the podcast on Spotify or any other places that you listen to podcasts, and you want to actually come see those comments that are happening, we are going live every Monday at 5 p.m. CST. So please come check us out for an hour and have a great time. Is that all the promotional things that I have to say? I think so. Oh, if you're looking for a new website, make sure you go to nomadweb.design. It's an amazing website creator, and they did our website, and so they were great. So if you're looking for them, go to them. Also, if you're looking for cool artwork, the people that did our designs and stuff is Boss Visuals. If you want to get a hold of them, hit me up, and I'll gladly send you their information. Thank you again for Boss for doing a rebrand for us, helping us out with some good new visuals. So that was very cool. Now it's time. We're going to close out the show with therapy session. And I guess for some fun reasons, you get to be my therapist, Mark.
Okay, fun.
And so you're going to get to ask me 3 questions. You can make up any facts about me, and I have to yes and whatever you say. So you could just say, hey, I see that you have a demon slayer poster in the back there. Do you realize that you're not a 12-year-old boy?
Mm-hmm.
And I could say, something silly like that. And I'll say, it's actually my 5-year-old, but whatever. You can,
Okay.
but I wouldn't say that because I'm being silly. But,
Okay. So I'm making up
so-
context and then asking you questions in the therapy session, and you're going to respond.
yes.
Okay.
You're trying to make me break / make me laugh.
Okay.
So,
Great.
sound good? Let me turn
Yes.
on some jams for us real quick here. And don't worry about it. If it doesn't work out, it's fine. We can always just move on.
Okay. Got some questions.
So, let me see here. Why is this not pulling up here? Oh, there it is. And you got a little theme music going on. All right, go for it, Mark.
Well, Jason, welcome back to our therapy session. And
Thanks for having me.
yeah, well, I know that you're a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And last time, during our last session, we did some really deep work around your insecurity about your arms being too short to hug your wife. And I just wanted to check in around that. How are you feeling? Is that still coming up for you in your relationship?
Well, it has been nice that she has, that my wife is very slender. And that's the concerning part, right? Because it's like, for me, it's like, I don't want to be like, well, you're too big, my arms. But, when you only have itty-bitty arms like this, it's a problem. And so, no, it hasn't gotten better. But I have learned to hug her ankle. And so I get all the way around there and be like, hey, it's ankle hugging time. And so that's been a good place for me. It is weird always falling to the ground to hug her ankle. And in public, it's a little awkward. But I've been working on it. It's been getting better, I think.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm really proud of you. And I wonder, have you opened that conversation with her yet, just to share some of your vulnerability around your small arms? And have you talked to her about this? How's that going?
I mean, the one cool thing about my wife is she says that's the reason why she fell in love with me, is my small arms. And that works out, but it doesn't help me as an emotional person. And so we've talked about it a few times. She said maybe I can look into arm extenders.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the idea of being a walk around transformer. But I do imagine having a nunchuck situation would be a rough situation if I'm rapping. Because then I'm like, pop, hitting myself in the head with my extended hands. But also I don't know how robot arms would work as a freestyle rapper. Actually, I'm pretty sure that'd be awesome. Actually, now that I consider it. So, but we have talked about it a little bit.
Yes, totally. And final question, how are the Dino rap ciphers coming along?
Well, the problem is I'm the only one that speaks English. So there's a lot of roaring. And again, the reason I do have short arms is because they did bite them off and we had to restitch them on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I don't, I know that you know that, but it's still a little hard. Why I decided that this is my truth has been hard to consider. But, it's what it is. When you're a T-Rex rapper, you live that life and you hang out with T-Rexes and raptors, and it's just how it lives. And if you don't live that life, then, you're just not going to make it. And so that's what I have to tell myself. I did lose a leg last week, so there was that. So, but I'm fine. So that was a good one. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, that I feel good and therapized. But thank you again, Mark, for being here, for having fun time with us. Stay online with me when we close out. But thank you, everybody, for checking out the show. Please go check out poetryasprayer.life, right? Is that right?
That's correct.
And please go check out the events that they're doing in Austin, nationwide. I do a few Zoom calls like that way with a big group. So if you need any help, Mark, I gladly can help out. But you already know that. So, thank you so much, everybody. And we will see you next week. Let me throw out the outro music, and we will see you next week. Thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the show and being here. You want to say bye?
Thanks, y'all. It's nice to connect with you in this way, and I hope you enjoyed.
All right. Peace.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows to you, flows to you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows to you, flows to you. This is